Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Hoyle. I'm now a nurse graduate from Imperial Valley College and currently working in the ER as an RN. And for today's video, it's going to be 7 personal tips for nursing students. So here I'm going to be covering study, life tips, overall like life advice in some sense to see if anything works out for you. Now, number 1 is going to be the importance of practice questions. So with me, I was more of a practice question person nursing school because there were a lot of chapters, and reading each chapter word by word was like something that could not be physically possible for me, because there were a lot of chapters. I had different classes as well, and really understanding each chapter was really hard for me if I just read. So I did practice questions primarily more on Quizlet, because you can just put like the chapter of your book, the title and the title of your book, and you're gonna be surprised of like how many questions are good there, because they're like application questions, and those are going to be the questions you're going to be tested on more than likely, like application ones. So it's going to give you a good taste of what the exam might look like, or at least know the concept they might be testing you on. So for each chapter, I would probably do 2 to 3 different sets of practice questions on like the specific chapter I was working on. So probably like 100 questions maybe per chapter, and if the test covered like 5 or 6 chapters, then probably like 500-600 questions, I know. But at least when I was doing them in my iPad or in your phone, you can see the rationale for the most of them, so you really understand like, okay, I see why this is it, and some other ones give you the answers of why the other ones are not it as well. So you at least like, that's how you learn, like by applying the things. And that's with me, like I cannot really just read it and that's it. I really have to see some application, some real world type of problem scenario in order for me to understand the point that the chapter's trying to get me to understand. So practice question was for me like one of the most important things, and I even did like a video back then saying like, why I don't rely on textbooks to learn, because the material can be found anywhere. It's not just a textbook, it can be found, and it's going to cover the second tip that I'm going to be talking about, which is YouTube videos. So whether the information is written in the book, there could be a similar video on that on YouTube. So you'll be surprised of how condensed something can be put in a video that is like 5 or 8 minutes long, and you have like a really good explainers right there that they can summarize even like the whole chapter in just one video. Well, depends on what chapter is it, right? But overall, seeing YouTube videos, seeing like visuals, seeing how somebody else explains it can really help, well at least it helped me understand like pathophysiology, some fundamentals, things here and there. So yeah, and even you can like increase the speed, so like double speed it or 1.5 speed it. Like if you're just watching for the first time and you just don't want to waste a lot of time, just increase the speed of the video, and you'll see how well you're going to be understanding a topic rather than just like reading about it. The third one is planning your day. So I remember we did a video back then of like getting your planner and everything. Mine is here in my backpack. So remember the planner, we did like a previous video of me explaining like why a planner is like the best thing for me for productivity. So plan your day. It's really important for you to plan it. Have a plan of your day or what you're going to be doing, because if you just don't do any of that, you're going to procrastinate until like evening, and then evening comes and then you're tired and you just want to go to sleep. It has happened to me before. But I did see that whenever I would plan my day out and have already the schedule of my plan, that really helps me at least like gear up and get momentum into actually getting stuff done. So planning your day is huge. And then the fourth one, study gaps. So do study gaps. So what I'm trying to say with this is like, don't study like 5 hours towards the end of the day. Like if you have the ability to put like probably 1 hour in the morning, and then when you don't have class, like 1 hour in the morning, and then like 2 in the afternoon, and then like 2 in the evening, or however you want to plan it. But like don't block everything into one part, because when the time comes where you have to like actually study, you're gonna be like, I don't want to study, like honestly, like way too much and everything. So if you're able to break it down into bits throughout your day, it's not gonna be as bad. Like especially in the morning when you're barely like starting, if you feel more productive in the morning, you can do like 2 hours in the morning, 1 hour in the afternoon, or late afternoon, and then 1 hour in the evening if you feel like you're not like too much of an evening person. but you can tweak it like that, like tweak it, or at least if you just want to do like 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour, or if you want to do 30 minutes, 1 hour, like just start with something, but don't cram everything into one specific time frame, because you'll be surprised, at least for me and some of my friends, like how much we procrastinated because like, no, I don't want to study for 4 hours straight. Like I don't want to do that. So the study guide for me was a definitely huge thing when it came to studying, because it's able to break down my day and my task, and then when the time comes, it's really not too much of a thing I have to do because I already broke it down into sections. And if you're able to complete your part of your 1 hour thing, then you can take like an early break, or you can already advance for the second hour, for it not to be too much on the other hours that you're going to be studying. So you can just personalize it to yourself. Now the fifth one, do the simple task first. So that for me really helped into like getting the momentum, getting the speed or the wave, because like once the plan is already in action, like you'll be surprised on how the problem is just starting. But like continue on studying is not really the problem is like the start. So you'll see like whenever you start finishing your tasks, your most common ones, the simple ones, like doing a discussion post, I don't know, like some assignment that you can do like kind of quick, like in 30 minutes, do that one first, and then scratch it off your list, and then that's going to give you at least the momentum or the confidence to go on with the following task. So you'll be surprised of how much you can get done when you do like little by little and the simple task first. Because if you do like the complex one first, you're going to take forever for that one, and then you're going to be too tired to continue on. So yeah, really important. The sixth one, make time for yourself. So this one is really crucial, because if you're just like studying, eat, study, sleep, and repeat, it's really not going to work. We are beings, we're not machines. So we really have to reward ourselves by the time and the effort that we're putting into our stuff. So it could be something from like getting a Starbucks after your first hour or 2 hours, or getting something to eat at your favorite fast food place if you want, or pretty much studying for 3 or 4 hours a day, like on the weekdays. And then the weekend, have like a really good weekend where it's like 6 p.m. and from that moment to whatever time you want, you don't think of anything else cool. You just focus on yourself, your friends, your loved one, whether it's your family, your friends, your boyfriend or girlfriend. Just focus on them. That's your prize, that's your reward for doing all this hard work. So that way, when the time comes where you can have fun, it feels like a reward. It doesn't feel like you're cheating throughout your day, because you did all these things on the week. You passed this exam, or if you didn't pass, it's okay. Like you still have more chances. It's not the end of the world. But like you're doing all these things and you're moving forward, so you need to reward yourself. You cannot just take it for granted and be like, yeah, it's another week, whatever. Like no, like you really have to compensate and reward yourself. And it could be something just like going out with your boyfriend or girlfriend or whoever. Just like going out to eat, just de-stressing, and then so you can go back tomorrow and start again. So that for me was a really good thing. Like rewarding myself with different things in order for me to go on and see the weekend as like my reward of the week. So number 7, take things 1 week at a time. Yes, so this is huge, because whenever you see your syllabus, you're gonna see like 12 pages of things that you're gonna be doing, and you're like, no, like how is this humanly possible? So don't look at it like that, unless there's like your exam dates that you want to put in your calendars. Like that's cool, but don't see what you're gonna be doing on the following weeks. Just look like 1 week at a time, get everything done at the time frame. So put your time frames to put like actual, impossible, and good time frames for you to do your tasks. So spread out your week into different days and put different tasks throughout your days and your studying as well, so it doesn't feel so condensed. And you'll see how much more control you're gonna get once you put your week plan like already in motion, because you have like Mondays, I'm only gonna do this type of skill and this skill, and then learn about this, and then review about this, and that's it. Tuesday is gonna be more towards just studying whatever topics I feel like the weakest on. And the third one is going to be like more practice questions, like just divide your day so you don't do like everything everywhere and everything's everywhere and there's no control, because you're not going to know when to start. Then you're going to procrastinate because you don't know where to start, and then you're going to feel lost, and then it's going to be just chaos. So yeah, those are like my personal tips. So we touch like study tips and like life advice tips, because like all of this also goes into our mental health overall. And it's really important to at least have a notion, or at least have a certain sense of control. Because if you feel like everything's everywhere and you cannot control anything, you're gonna panic all the time because you cannot control anything. So at least the thing that you can do, at least, is control your mind. That's the thing that we can control. You cannot control the weather, you cannot control your health even, because there's people, like healthy people, that just happen to have a stroke, or they're diagnosed with this out of nowhere. So there's even our health we cannot really control. It's not in our full control. But the thing that you can control is your mind, your state of mind. So it's really important. Then we're gonna be doing like other videos on that to really understand the cues of your anxiety, your stress, and then have some other techniques that you can do in order to decrease it. Because at the end of the day, if you cannot really control your mind, then it's going to be chaos all the time, because we need to know how to control ourselves first in order for us then to be able to control our patients later on, right? So yeah, it's super important to have these. They're not going to be perfect all the time. I myself am not a perfect in all these 7 things, but I did see that whenever I would do these things, I felt more of a control. I felt a little bit more relaxed because I had a plan. I knew what I had to do every single day at what time. Obviously the times can be a little rough because some things happen in life, right? But just have like a certain set of time. Like I know like in these time frame I'm gonna be able to study, so that's gonna be your studying time. And if something breaks loose, it's okay, it's fine, like it's no big deal. Just modify it and you'll be good. Okay, and this is just gonna be like trial and error. You're gonna see like it's gonna take time for you to really get these things down. Me already being out of nursing school, like in the ADSN and finishing my bachelor's, I still struggle with this. But once you're able to be consistent on the majority of the times, then you're gonna see how life is gonna be a little bit more controlled, and you're gonna have time for your friends, your family, your loved ones, and all that. Right, so that's pretty much it. So if you guys took here to the end of this video, thank you for staying here. And also follow me on Instagram if you haven't, so we can be connected and everything. Just for anything, I'm right there for you guys. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So you guys took here to the end of this video. Thank you so much guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.